Good morning. Good morning. I'm Reverend Judy Anderson, and it is my privilege to say welcome and thank you for being with us, whether you're in this room or whether you're sitting at home at your kitchen table or in your recliner. Simply relax, let go, and be with us in spirit as we begin our celebration of life and love at the Centre for Spiritual Living at Red Deer, Alberta, Canada. And to begin, let's read our opening affirmation together. There we go. Today is rich in promise, the promise of Spirit pouring itself into my life as the one life that is all. I am within it, and it is within me, ready to respond to my thoughts. As I choose thoughts of health, joy, and prosperity, they become my reality, and so it is. Now, let's talk about announcements. Well, we have, is it this Wednesday we have bingo? Oh, it's already happened. How did it go, Juliet? All right, that's wonderful. And wherever you are, everyone who volunteered to work the bingo, thank you. We appreciate you. One other announcement, our Summer Mastermind Clinic continues this Wednesday at 7:15. Doesn't matter if you've not been to one before. Show up if you want to do a little bit of bonding and a little bit of growing your good. It's a powerful process. And let's continue with our Growing Spirit Circle message. And the word for the day, for the little ones out there, is tact. T-A-C-T. And we can all, probably all of us, big and small, relate to that and wish sometimes there was a little bit more of it in our world. So we practice tact by being kind when we tell the truth, stopping and thinking before we speak, asking myself, is it better to keep quiet or to speak up? Sometimes being tactful is keeping things to myself when telling others might hurt them. When you're really good at practicing tact, you can tell someone almost anything and they will feel good about having heard it from you. Our affirmation, I am always honest and I am always thoughtful. Will you repeat that with me? I am always honest and I am also. And with that, we're waiting to hear about sparking imagination from Reverend Tress Phillips. Our theme for the month is a pause for guidance. So we're going to find out what sparking imagination has to do with pausing for guidance. Reverend Tress, thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Judy. Pause for guidance. August the 15th, 2021, and here we are. We made it this far in life. And think of all the events we've had occur. And I think, did I die in the water? I'm still here. Okay, I don't hear myself, but okay. All the things that have happened to us in our lives, and we've thought, you know what, I lived through that. Now, I know I'm not the only one that's actually said that to myself. If I am, I'm totally surprised, because I believe that's part of the everyday occurrence when you're walking across the road and someone almost runs over you. Little things like that might make a little bit of difference about the quality of your life. So here we are. Pause for guidance. Well, I was watching the news and I heard something that touched my heart because it's kind of a little bit of the events of life that really did change part of my way of thinking and living and being. 52 years ago today, there was a major event that did change the world for a lot of people. Some people know about it. You would have all heard about it. It was called Woodstock. That little event that nobody believed in, that everybody laughed at, was the largest event that they had ever had like that. And it changed many, many people's lives and changed the way things went for years. But that's not what we're talking about today. We are talking about pause for guidance. The people that created that festival listened to guidance and followed their belief. So pause for our guidance. It's been beautiful outside. The sun rises, the sun sets. I get up early and I see them, and I run out in my camera, little phone, and take the pictures, and they're bright red, and I look at the pictures and they're dull looking things, because my camera doesn't see with the heart that I see with. And I think people are getting pretty fed up and bored with me saying, look at that sunset, look at that. Well, I don't say look at that sunrise. Nobody appreciates me waking them up before 6 in the morning or 6 to tell them, look. But yeah, I'm out there. So it's a beautiful sunset and sunrise, but there's always more to the story. And that's why I'm choosing to do this spiritual mind treatment. So I want you to pause and just be. Just feel yourself in your chair. Feel yourself expand and envision yourself not as who you are, but you as part of the world. And through this power, through the words that go through the divine mind, the universal creator of all, know in your heart, your body, your soul, your mind, that all of the wildfires that are going on right now are quieting down. You see them cease to be. You see the trees, the wildlife, the towns, the homes restored with divine energy, divine healing. And yes, that will come, for all is God. Expand your vision bigger and bigger and bigger, for you are seeing through the eyes of the divine mind, through God. See the island of Haiti, vibrant, alive. See the restoration from the earthquake yesterday, for that is part of life, part of the earth we live in. And through our words, through our thoughts, through our love, we are able, through divine mind, to speak and ask and visualize and see our brothers and sisters, our animals, all around us, the world itself, restoring to the perfection that it is. And I now ask you to open your eyes. For by following this and doing this, we have in our own way contributed to the health and the growth and the love of the entire world. You see, divine mind, universal mind, has no restrictions on anything. It's only mankind, and I'm a womankind, but person kind, whatever. I'm here, I'm a human. And I take time to put restrictions on things, and I think it's a natural human thing to put restrictions. Well, maybe I shouldn't do this. Well, I'm afraid of this. Well, I'm not good enough. Oh, well, my favorite one is, well, I'm too short. I'm too old. I can fill in probably a gazillion blanks of excuses. I probably have over the years I've lived. But doesn't do me any good, doesn't get me anywhere in life. So I was actually really experiencing life about a month ago. I went out and I was doing my bird run where I feed the birds because they're squawking at me when we're hungry. And it was maybe 6 in the morning, and I live right by 32nd Street. And lo and behold, I'm looking and I'm seeing coming up along 32nd, but up, a giant air balloon. And I know that you can hear them talk, and they can hear you talk. So here is old Granny out in the backyard going, hello up there, 6 in the morning. Hello up there. And I'm doing I'm here, and they're kind of down there. Well, they heard me. And they came along 32nd, and they went over a couple of houses, came right over my house. And I watched, I was amazed, and I kept, like, hello. I shut up after the second hello up there, because I do have nice neighbors, and I want them to stay nice, because yeah, I might not party at night, but I might party at 6 in the morning. So I thought I better tone it down a bit. But that was amazing. It was a communication. I just thought, you know what? I may look like an idiot, so be it. And it really made my heart sing. And do you think I'm going to forget that moment? No. I actually took pictures after it had passed over, put it on Facebook, and found out a bunch of other balloon experiences my Facebook friends had had. 25th anniversary things, or all kinds of very special memories. I brought memories back to them just by me having the courage to yell at a balloon up in the sky and probably look like an idiot to the rest of the world. And it was worth every second. Yeah, Vanity and me kept saying, well, what are the neighbors going to think? But you know what? I remembered the words of Buddha, which said, without struggle, success has no value. So my little argument struggle, it was worth it. Now the theme for August is pause for guidance. And it suggests we take time to listen, learn, and notice what is in us, around us, and those around us, to make ourselves available to the beauty and the inspiration around us, to open ourselves up to what is happening. That is why I did that opening treatment. It wasn't something that was of happy events. And yet, through our awareness, we are able, through our words, to send the love, to send the positive words. And that's part of who we are and what we can do. We're very powerful, We just have to act on it and do it. When we start to pay attention of what's available to us, to what is living in us, that is when we develop a relationship with what some refer to as God within, a higher self, that intuitive or spiritual nature. And we all have that intuition inside. And that intuition is our best friend. There's times you don't go into a room. There's times you don't talk to certain people. There's times someone is hurting so much they just need a smile or a pat on the back. It's your intuition. It is telling you. And the animals have it as well. They know when to be places, they know when to vacate. We all have that. It's part of who we are. It's something that can tell us everything we need to know to live a life of meaning and of worth. And what are we here for? Aren't we always looking for who we are? What's our worth? What's our meaning? A life of awareness and good that is present everywhere, that fills us with thanksgiving. It does so beautifully when we take a moment to pause and take notice of what's going on around you. Like everyone here is an individual, and we pause and look around all the different beautiful colors of the clothing, all the different ages of the people, and the experiences each of us have had are unbelievable. It'd probably take weeks if we all got together and talked about our lives, the things that happened, our joys and our accomplishments and things that we kind of wished had never happened, but when we look back, think, well, I wouldn't be who I am today if I hadn't learned that lesson back then. Even though it was like getting hit with a 2x4, like Reverend Doug would always say. I always remember he'd always say, it's like getting hit with a 2x4, and I kept thinking that wouldn't be fun, but there are some things in life kind of feel like, yeah, if I got hit by a 2x4, it might be better than what I feel right now. So anyway, when we become silent and pause, we learn. And we can go over who we are, and we can think of the people we met and think, what gift did they bring to me today? What gift did I give out today? Thoughts are things, so that's why it's so important we pay attention to them. It's like a magnet with iron filings. And I don't know I think we did this in school, but I had the most incredible father and the most amazing upbringing. You see, because he would teach us stuff like this. I had an older brother, and he would get a big magnet, and he had iron filings, and you'd get this big magnet and put the iron filings on it and put the magnet underneath, and you could have the iron filings follow you wherever you go. So thoughts are things. So when I put the thought out, it's just like sprinkling the iron filings, and then divine mind would be the magnet, and it just acts on it. Oh, I think life's failure, I'm bad, I'm horrible. Yeah, okay, here's the iron filing. Or it could be life's beautiful and I'm happy. Iron filings, that's me, thoughts, divine mind, that's a great big magnet. Yay, life's good. It's all my choice. But that is a visual. For me, visual is great. But the things we built Marconi radios when I was a kid. We made steam engines when I was a little girl. And we listened to the radio through the telephone. Now, if you want to know how to do that, you just get some, they're clippers, they're like a crocodile mouth, and they're metal, and you clip onto the metal part of a telephone, like the old telephones, and then it's to a little speaker, and you could hear the radio. It just picked up whatever was there. Yeah, that was part of what we did. I also learned the Morse code. It's just part of what we did. We learned all that kind of stuff. But part of what my dad did is he showed my son, Babaloo. It's not his real name, but he showed Babaloo, and that sparked his interest. He's about 6, 7 years old. It sparked his interest so much that his whole occupation is centered around communication through electronics. So he knows how he's an instrumentation fellow. Anything to do with air conditioning, he does that. anything to figure out about the lighting of a building and how you do that. He figures that out, does it on computers. He's gone through all of Western Canada. He's gone through the territories. He's gone through the US with the instrumentation. He's met a lot of people because of this instrumentation. And it was my dad showing him with the little copper wires how you do things. So we're all teachers. Who is it we're teaching? What impression are we making? Who have been our teachers? Like this is, well, 3 generations, and he's passing it on to his own sons. So it goes on and on and on. So yesterday offered an incredible opportunity of an intriguing and fun, insightful experience. And it wasn't with the baboo, or like the babaloo. It was my husband, Sweet Babu, and myself. We took the Babaloos, which are the grandchildren, to a movie. Yeah, big deal? Well, it was, because I saw the whole spiritual mind teaching in this movie. It's called Free Guy. It's a gaming comedy, and they're boys and they do the gaming. One of the bonding experiences for me was, it was through the humor of the show, but it was through learning through these fellows how they are learning. And part of it is through the electronics of the games. The movie had special people like Ryan Reynolds, Jodie Comer, Joe Keery, and they're from Stranger Things, or from Killing Eve, cameos of Alex Trebek, all these different newscasters, and a lot of the gaming world guys like Dan TDM, Pokemon, Jack Spessity. So the thing is, I could say, because I communicated with him, there's Dan TDM, look at what he's doing, and what's this? But it's a whole language. But the language is that this fellow was not alive. He was a character in a video game. Every day, all he did was say, "Good morning, how are you? How would you like your coffee? I have your coffee here for you, and I'm at the bank. And good morning, have a beautiful day." And he'd stamp the beautiful day thing. And every day you would have the bad guys come, and the bad guys would rob the bank, kill everybody, they'd fall over, bing, they were alive again, and there you go. Day after, day after, day after, day after. And I thought, that kind of sounds like life can get. Only one day, for some reason, the bank guy went, the innocent bank teller of the "have a good day," and he grabbed those sunglasses off of the bad guy. And who were the bad guys? They were the humans that were operating the machines, the computers playing this game. He was the innocent, poor guy in the actual game. And so he grabbed it, put it on, and he saw through the eyes of the human. So what did he do? He chose to help everyone else see. You don't have to do the same thing over and over and over again. You can live a new life. Try it. You can change what you're doing. One of the characters, all he did was, someone said, "Put your hands up." So that was his character. So the whole time he's walking along and they say, "Mr. Hands Up, you can put your hands down. You don't have to live your life like this." And he's kind of, so what is it I'm doing in my life over and over and over? What is it I'm living in total uncomfortableness with my hands up? What am I giving up to that I don't need to? That's what the game taught me. And part of it, knowing the lingo, taking the time with my grandchildren, I was able to communicate in a whole new world and see what was there. And I got to explain, look at what goodness does. Look at what being evil does. Because it ended up that the guy that owned the game wanted to make a lot more money, but of course the players, the characters, they won the whole thing, and it was a beautiful outcome. And a love story, of course, there's always a love story. But it was the time of being with them. And I know a lot of people think, oh, computers and gaming and that. Well, I got thinking about that when I'm doing my talk, and I'm thinking, okay, Tress, now, would I get my monthly old age deposit if someone had not learned how to operate and program computers? Yeah, no. How would I feel about every time I wanted money, I had to get in the car or walk, go into the bank, present a bank book like in the old days, wait in line and get the cash? How would I like not to ever order online for anything or just use a debit card somewhere because there was no one who used their imagination, and that's what we're talking about, who allowed themselves to grow and learn about all of the electronic system? How would I like to have all of that cut off where I physically had to take care of that? And I'm thinking, yeah, no. So it's another side to learn and to respect and to honor. And thank you, whoever it is that goes and works at all the different offices and makes sure the pension checks come in and makes sure that the doctors' things are typed up and posted. All electronics. All from an imagination that was sparked that this can be done. Albert Einstein said, imagination is everything. It is a preview of life's coming attractions. So what are your life's coming attractions? Have you even thought of them? I remember the days it would be, oh, there's going to be a grandchild. That was always exciting. Or the days of, we're going to go on a vacation. That's exciting. I have time off of work. Let's do the happy dance. Now that I'm retired and I get to work the odd day, I'm thinking, oh, I get to work. Let's do the happy dance. So it's kind of like sad if I do and sad if I don't. So it's, yeah. People, at least me, the mind is so incredibly funny, but precious. Because this is where the imagination is, and it is the divine mind where it comes from. Science of Mind says that creation is the play of life upon itself through divine self-imagination. Life is such a gift, such a gift. Every morning I get on my knees, and I've done it for, at least 20 or more years, and I ask God, what is your vision for me? And I've been doing this for over 20 years, and the person who taught it to me was Dr. Arlene Bump. She was Reverend Doug Craig's first teacher. Now, Dr. Arlene Bump was the main minister in Calgary a long time ago, but I believe she may have also after that been the president of the whole Centers for Spiritual Living, but that's quite a few years ago. But that is one thing she taught that stayed with me. What is your vision for me? And then in my mind, we quiet, we listen, and we hear. And it may be kind to people. It may be kind to yourself. It may be get off your butt and start doing something and quit whining about yada, yada, yada. Those ones that I don't really like as much. But I honor it because it's what comes to me in that time period. You see, we always have a purpose in life, and that is to believe in ourselves. So whatever you do, do not give up. So what is your passion? So I ask you right now, if you wish to close your eyes, become settled. Inhale, exhale. Inhale deeply, exhale. In, out, release. And know with me that there is a divine essence, a divine mind that is in, as, and through each of us. I'm talking about me, and I am talking about you. Wherever you are, whatever time it is, if you're not physically here, take the time, listen to the divine within you. The first thing is you are worthy. But just listen. Feel the comfort. Feel the arms of the divine life cradling you, holding you, loving you, expressing you are loved. You are honored. You are special. And you are here in this very moment and in life itself for a divine, unique purpose. Breathe in that purpose and release. Release anything in the way of the embodying the greatness and the beauty and the joy of who you are. If there is anywhere within your body that you feel disharmony, see it just like you may see a sheet where you take an iron and you iron the wrinkles out, or you shake the wrinkles out. See the wrinkles disappear. They're not wrinkles, they are just thoughts of disharmony. They are released. Release them. Let them go. And feel within that divine joy of being, of living, in this very moment now. And in the calmness, ask yourself, God, divine mind, Buddha, whatever your connection, what is your vision for me? What is your divine vision for me, for I am ready and receptive to hear, learn, and grow. Listen. The pause, the getting connected with the divine, the honoring of the divinity within you. You see, all is the divine mind. That includes you, everything about you. So before you awaken, surround yourself with love. Imagine yourself hugging yourself and welcoming your beautiful self back home. Your imagination, welcome it back. Your trust in yourself, your belief in yourself, welcome it back. Your love for yourself, welcome it back. And know that the divine is in every single second of your existence. Feel the freedom and know you can take this with you forever. And at any time you may do another meditation, spiritual mind meditation, just like this, a letting go and being, honoring, doing. See yourself like a bird, so light, or a butterfly, just flying off, free. And when you are ready, open your eyes and become aware of the room. Inhale life and just exhale. Inhale energy. Inhale joy. Inhale happiness. What is your passion? You're the one who knows. And you're the one who acts on it. Take time to listen. Commit to yourself to imagine the best life for yourself and all beings everywhere. Enjoy. Enjoy today because you're the person living it. And together we say, and so it is. And thank you. Now we will do the prosperity affirmation, and it is on your yellow sheet. Why would I say this is a yellow sheet when it's a blue sheet? I have no idea, but there you go, the yellow-blue sheet here. And prosperity, spirit is constantly giving itself away and is never diminished. Likewise, I give freely of my time and my talent and my treasure. In doing so, I am constantly renewed. My cup of life is always full, and my giving only increases the supply. Life is good, and so am I, and so it is. And if you wish, you may donate. We have a basket here. You may donate online if you wish. Our Facebook gives instructions. And just by being here and being who you are, and just being your true self, you are donating to mankind. That's pretty darn special. You are important. I just don't want anyone to forget how important they are. Please don't do that. Closing affirmation on the blue sheet. The song of life sings itself through me. The dance of life dances through me. I am filled with vitality and joy, health, wealth, and wisdom. My song is a song of gratitude, and the blessings keep flowing, and so it is, and so it is. And thank you, everybody, for being here. It's a beautiful day out. Enjoy and share who you are. Namaste.